Texas is big, big skies, big history, big legends, but underneath all that pride and southern charm are stories that refuse to stay buried. Tonight, we're counting down the top 10 most haunted places in Texas, real locations, real history, and the kind of energy that makes you question whether some places ever truly move on, and one of these places. I was born there. Let's get into it. Number 10, Miss Molly's Hotel. The hallway is narrow, too narrow. The carpet muffles footsteps, so when you hear boots walking behind you, you know they're not yours. Miss Molly sits in what used to be Hellas half-acre, a red light district where men vanished, gunshots were common, and bodies weren't always reported. Room 4. That's where it happens most. A man staying alone reported waking up to the sound of breathing, slow, wet, close to his face. He thought it was part of a dream until he opened his eyes and saw the outline of a man standing over him. Hat, broad shoulders, no face, just shadow. He froze. The breathing continued, then stopped. The figure didn't walk away. It didn't fade. It folded backward into the darkness near the closet, like it bent wrong. The next morning, the closet door was open. He swore he locked it. Staff say the worst nights are when guests check out early, because they always leave for the same reason. Someone was in my room, not a sound, not a feeling, a person standing there, watching. Number 9, Marfa Lights Viewing Area. The desert is silent. That's what makes it worse. For over a century, people have reported lights floating across the desert near Marfa. But here's what doesn't make the brochures. In 1974, 2 teenagers drove out to see the lights. They parked, waited, and then they saw one, a glowing orb, white at first, then shifting blue, then splitting into 2. They laughed. Until it moved toward them. Not drifting, approaching, fast. They jumped back into the car. The engine wouldn't start. The light grew brighter, pulsing. Then it stopped directly in front of their windshield, hovering close enough to reflect in the glass. They said it wasn't just light. It felt aware, like it was looking back. And then it rushed the car. The engine roared to life on its own. The radio turned on full volume, static screaming. They sped away when they looked in the rearview mirror. The light was following them, matching speed, until it suddenly shot upward and vanished. Locals don't chase the lights, they don't wave at them, they don't joke about them, because sometimes the lights follow you home. Number 8, Presidiola. You don't hear it at first, because during the day, Presidiola looks peaceful, white chapel walls, open sky, Texas sun, but 1836 wasn't peaceful. Over 300 Texan prisoners were marched out and executed here, shot at close range. Some begged, some ran, some were hunted down in the brush. Now imagine standing in that chapel alone. One visitor did. He said he felt something brush past his shoulder, not wind, pressure, like someone squeezing by in a hurry. Then came the sound, a single gunshot inside the chapel. He dropped to the floor, but there was no smoke, no damage, no one else there. Later, reviewing video footage, investigators captured what sounded like layered voices. Panicked whispers overlapping. One phrase was clear, run. Some battles don't end, they echo. Number 7, Goatman's Bridge in Denton, Texas. They say not to go after midnight. They say not to bring a flashlight. They say not to mock whatever lives there. Most people laugh until the woods answer back. The old Alton Bridge, nicknamed Goatman's Bridge, is surrounded by dense forest. No streetlights, no nearby houses. A group of college students went there one October night. They stood in the center of the bridge and called out, "Goatman." Nothing. They laughed. Then the woods went silent, not quiet, silent. No insects, no wind, just stillness. Then something heavy hit the wooden planks behind them. They turned, no one there. Another impact, closer. One girl started crying. Then came the growl, low, vibrating through the wood under their feet. They ran. And one of them swears something ran with them, keeping pace in the trees. When they reached the car, there were 3 long scratches across the passenger door. Fresh, deep, None of them remember hearing metal tear. Number 6, the Driskill Hotel, Austin, Texas. Luxury can hide a lot. Built in 1886, the Driskill is beautiful, polished marble, chandeliers, historic portraits. But room 525 is different. Two separate brides, decades apart, reportedly ended their lives in that room. Same room, different eras. Guests who stay there report the same thing, the smell of perfume, not faint, strong, like someone just sprayed it. One woman woke in the middle of the night to the sound of sobbing, not loud, broken, right beside the bed. She assumed it was in the hallway until the mattress shifted, like someone kneeling next to it. The sobbing stopped and a cold hand brushed her ankle. She left before sunrise, didn't check out, didn't ask for a refund, just left. Some rooms don't want company. Number 5, Hotel Galveston, Texas. The wind never really stops in Galveston. Even on calm nights, it hums against the building. Hotel Galvez was built in 1911, just 11 years after the Great Storm of 1900 killed thousands, and grief settled into its walls before the paint even dried. Room 501. Guests don't always request it, but they remember it. The legend says a young woman stayed there waiting for her fiancé, a sailor lost at sea, when word came that his ship had sunk. She hanged herself in the turret. Housekeepers report something strange about that room. It's colder, even in August. One guest said she woke to the sound of fabric dragging across the carpet, slow, circular, like someone pacing around the bed. She assumed it was the air conditioning until the pacing stopped directly behind her. She felt breath on her neck and a whisper, "Have you seen him?" When she turned, the bathroom light was on. She had turned it off. The mirror was fogged and written across it, "Waiting." No one else had a key. Number 4, Baker Hotel, Mineral Wells, Texas. The Baker Hotel doesn't feel haunted. It feels abandoned, and that's worse. Opened in 1929, it once hosted celebrities, politicians, oil magnates. Then it shut down in 1972, and it's empty, decaying. For decades, urban explorers who broke in reported hearing music. Not random noise, piano music, clear, coming from the ballroom, but the ballroom had no piano. One explorer filmed a long hallway on the 7th floor. In the footage, you see nothing unusual at first. Then, at the far end, it or slowly opens. No wind, no one visible, just darkness inside, and something shifts in that darkness, not stepping out, just adjusting, like it noticed the camera. The footage cuts out, battery dead. Fully charged when they entered, they left immediately. Some buildings don't want to be disturbed. Number 3, Yorktown Memorial Hospital, Yorktown, Texas. This one is different. It doesn't hide. Yorktown Memorial Hospital opened in 1951, closed in the 1980s. Over the years, it functioned as both hospital and drug rehabilitation center. Thousands passed through. Some didn't leave. Investigators who stay overnight report violent activity. Not subtle, not whispers. Physical. One paranormal team documented scratch marks appearing on a woman's back during an investigation. 3 long lines, raised, red. She hadn't felt them happen. In the children's ward, visitors report hearing a ball bounce, just once. Then silence. A spirit named TJ is said to roam the halls, a former patient who enjoys pushing, scratching, provoking. One man mocked the activity during a tour. Minutes later, he was shoved hard enough to hit the wall. No one near him. When he checked his recording later, you can hear a voice close to the microphone. Not loud, but clear. Don't. Yorktown doesn't feel sad. It feels angry. Number 2, Jefferson Davis Hospital, Houston, Texas. Before it was abandoned, before it was renovated, before it became a story, it was a hospital, and beneath it a cemetery. Houston's Old City Cemetery dated back to the 1800s. Yellow fever victims, Civil War soldiers, children. When Jefferson Davis Hospital opened in 1924. Construction crews had already uncovered graves. Some were relocated. Some records suggest. Not all, and almost immediately the reports began. Nurses in the pediatric ward claimed children spoke to the boy by the window. There was no boy assigned to that room. Patients described a small figure watching from the corner at night. Orderlies said the elevator would descend to the basement to the morgue with no one inside. Doors opening on their own. Cold air rushing out in the 1980s during renovations. Workers quit, tools moved, lights shattered. One man reportedly refused to return after something whispered his name in an empty hallway. But here's where it changes, because I was born there, in that building, in one of those rooms, before it closed, before it became a legend people tell online. Years later, long after the hospital shut down, I drove past the building. It had already been converted into offices. The windows were dark, except one, third floor, a single light on. I slowed down, and I swear I saw something in that window, not clearly, just a shape, small, still, looking down. I told myself it was a reflection. A trick of headlights. I didn't think about it again until that night. When I woke up at exactly 3:11 a.m., no reason, just awake, and for a split second I felt like someone was standing at the end of my bed, not moving, just there. I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, but the feeling was so heavy, so specific, that I couldn't shake it, and I couldn't stop thinking about that third floor window, the boy by the window, watching, waiting. Hospitals are places where life begins, but this one was built on top of endings, and sometimes endings don't stay buried. Number 1, the Alamo, San Antonio, Texas. The Alamo doesn't jump scare you, it weighs on you. In 1836, nearly 200 defenders were killed here. Hand-to-hand combat, smoke, fire, screams echoing off stone walls. Visitors report something different than most haunted locations. Not movement, not shadows, pressure, like the air is thicker inside. One maintenance worker reported hearing marching boots in the courtyard after hours. Steady, rhythmic. He checked security cameras, no one there. Yet the audio picked it up, footsteps crossing gravel, then stopping directly in front of the lens. Visitors have captured photos showing figures in old military uniforms near windows after. Closing time, some claim to see faces in the upper arches. Not reflections, faces watching from inside. The Alamo doesn't feel like it's trying to scare you. It feels like it's remembering, and when a place remembers something that violent, you feel it. Texas is proud of its history, but history leaves marks on land, on buildings, on people. Some places whisper, some places shove, some places watch from dark windows long after the lights should be off. Which of these would you visit? And more importantly, which one do you think would follow you home?
And that wraps up our spooky countdown. Thank you so much for joining me on this ghostly tour. I hope you enjoyed these terrifying tales as much as I enjoyed digging them up for you. What do you think? Did any of these stories give you chills? Let me know your favorite haunted spots in the comments down below, or tell me about a place I should investigate next. I love hearing from all of you fellow horror fans. If you had a frightfully good time, please give this video a like, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future eerie adventures. Sharing this video with your friends helps this channel immensely. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, stay spooky.